Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of PolyNerdic ProWrestling. Earlier today, as I'm recording this live, I had planned a card entitled March Maelstrom, and I had an unexpected errand pop up in the middle of it, so I had to cut the show short, took out a bunch of matches, did a shorter show than I had initially planned. That's okay. Errand's over. I'm back. Now we're going to do a tournament. March typically brings a big tournament with it to New Japan Pro Wrestling. I forget which one it is, though. Forgive me for that. Let me look it up. I think it's the New Japan Cup. Yes, it's the New Japan Cup. Usually takes place in March, it looks like. Yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. won it last year. In that vein, I present to you the PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling International Warriors Cup, the IWC, because to me, I find that amusing personally, the internet wrestling community. Every match here was determined through a series of qualifying matches. I can tell you who each competitor faced here. Cody Rhodes beat Tetsuya Naito. Austin Aries beat Kota Ibushi. Pete Dunne beat Joe Coffey. Drew McIntyre got the best of Rusev. Okada, he defeated Hideo Itami. Colt Cabana beat CM Punk. Brian Cage got one over on Lars Sullivan. Buddy Murphy defeated Cedric Alexander. Brody King defeated Hiroki Goto. Ricochet, gotta find it because this is not in order. Tommaso Ciampa, William Regal, Nigel McGuinness. William Regal beat Nigel McGuinness. Killian Dain beat Nick Aldis. Aleister Black beat Bray Wyatt. Will Ospreay beat Pentagon Jr. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Shingo Takagi. And Seth Rollins, or Takagi Shingo, and Seth Rollins beat Adam Cole. And then I put all their names in a hat, so to speak, and drew them one by one to do the seeding. So this is not a matter of preference. It's just the way it worked out. Some of it brilliantly, like Pete Dunne versus Drew McIntyre is pretty brilliant. William Regal versus Killian Dain. Black versus Ospreay. Nakamura versus Rollins. That all worked out really well. This is a single elimination. The winner of this will face the current PNPW champion, who is currently Kenny Omega after what happened in the previous card. Let's just get into it. We're going to do this in one show. This entire tournament will be one run. It will post later in the week on YouTube. So if you're watching it live as I record it, it's much sooner. I should say it'll post at a later date. I haven't quite decided when the tournament will post. Fight! We are in the dome, so to speak. Big tournament action deserves a big arena, and the quote-unquote dome, as the game calls it, is the one of the best places for that. Later today, I might take a look at the fire promoter mode. The only thing I don't like about that is I'll have to rearrange some of my roster, because I took a brief look at it and chose my big WWE/indie pool roster, the ones that I haven't sorted out into different promotions just yet. And it definitely was not ideal, because it pulls from the first 6 people you have, and because of the way I have the factions broken down first and then the non-faction wrestlers, my roster consisted of the APA, the 3 members of the AOP, and Cesaro. That was my starting roster, and that's not one I am, ideally want to see. So what I'm going to have to do is, before I do Fire Promoter mode, I'm going to have to put aside a separate faction, maybe even copy some wrestlers and put them over there. Austin Aries is up to. I haven't seen much of him since he walked out on Impact. That situation that everyone was, a nice last chancery. Just sliding towards the ropes. Honestly, I don't think I've seen them slide towards the ropes like that in a long time. See? There we go. Now they're slowly doing it. I do have the difficulty set really high. The skill level's real high, so maybe that's why they're sliding towards the ropes finally. They're actually working on rope breaks. Spine buster type move there. Nice move by Aries. DDT. Cody Rhodes really needs a win. He was embarrassed in the qualifiers for the 8-man eliminator when his older brother Goldust punched him in the dick to win the match. Last chancery. Rope break. Cody's good at that sneaky, roll-up victory. He's done that a number of times now. Nice move by Aries. Unfortunately, Cody too close to the ropes. Two-way bulldog. Good old-fashioned kick to the gut, followed by a drop kick. Nice deadlift German. Nice deadlift German for the win. All right, up next, Pete Dunne, Drew McIntyre. I forgot I didn't have it set to automatically just roll into the next match.
Fight! Bastard.
As a random you bastard. I wonder how long it'll be before we see Pete Dunne called up to the main roster. I mean, I figure he's going to drop the belt to Walter. The UK title will be Walter's shortly. Maybe after that, sometime around Mania. Excuse me.
Give up?
Double count out here would be tragic because it would give Aries a bye. Not sure why rolling in the ring stunned Pete Dunne there. On the chairs. Just keep throwing him back out of the ring, Drew. Oh, Drew took to the air there. Pete Dunne will win that way. I've seen it happen. I guess that's the Claymore right there. I guess it's worth mentioning. None of these are my original designs. They're all ones I've downloaded, obviously. Alright, Pete Dunne with the victory. Kind of out of nowhere. Just holding the pin for a very long time. He's not letting the pin out. We're gonna leave it at that. Alright, so Pete Dunne moves on to face Austin Aries. They don't quite have his finisher in the game from what I understand, so unless they've added it recently, that's as close to it as they get. Okada versus Cabana. Cabana, excuse me. Again, these matches were determined through random draw, so...
Fight!
I would imagine Okada wins this. I would find it shocking otherwise. But then again, in the last card, we saw Spike Dudley beat Giant Bernard in a hardcore match. I think this would qualify as a major upset if Colt walks out of here the victor.
Give up.
That was quite the move there, Colt just pulled off. German, roll through, another German.
Give up.
I mean, in theory, based on Okada's last match with Adam Cole, Colt Cabana is pushing Okada further than Cole did. which is a weird thing to say. Nothing against Cole. But I figured Adam Cole and Okada would have had a longer match than 6 some odd minutes. Drop right to the middle of Colt's back. Ill-timed taunt, Okada. Of course, Colt no-selling the jumping, spinning tombstone didn't help. German roll through. He keeps trying for it. I think he's trying to do the German roll through into a Rainmaker. But Colt keeps countering. Crowd likes it. Regular old tombstone. Every time he counters it. Crossbody. That's close. That was real close. So Cabana's a crafty wrestler. That's moonsault. And go for it again. Dusty elbow. And splash. Not enough to put Okada away yet. Okada cannot hit the Rainmaker on Colt. Third moonsault. That's an upset. In my book. Nothing against Colt, but I had Okada pegged to win this one. That's a stunning upset. And they went like triple the time that Adam Cole went against him in the last card I did. Alright, Brian Cage versus Buddy Murphy's next. Just a reminder, Brian Cage got here by beating Lars Sullivan, and Buddy Murphy got here by beating Cedric Alexander.
Fight! Give up!
I need to look and see if I have an updated Brian Cage. available on Fire Pro, because I haven't seen him wrestle in the singlet in a while. In fact, let's do that now. A couple good ones here. Maybe we're replacing our cage soon. This one to go. Next time you see Brian Cage outside of this tournament, it'll be a different version. I think that was this game's version of Murphy's Law just now. That was the bad luck fall, followed by a spear. I don't know what Brian Cage calls his crucifix fireball. Get myself a new Finn Balor while I'm at it too. A demon version. Hell of a clothesline. Nice reversal. I like Buddy Murphy a lot. I can't wait for him to make main roster. Brian Cage was too much though. Although, does Brian Cage really do that move? It doesn't look like a Brian Cage-ass move to me. Yeah, the hip drop doesn't seem like a move that Brian Cage does. All right, Brody King versus Ricochet. right away a counter into a powerbomb. Less than 10 seconds in. Drives me nuts that the Fire Pro website is full of a bunch of fictional characters, a bunch of video game characters, a bunch of movie characters, and cartoon characters, anime characters, and then there's a bunch of really talented indie wrestlers, men and women both, that are just nowhere to be found on it. At least on the PlayStation 4 version. Who knows, maybe the PC version of the game has a better showing of the indie wrestlers. Two count. Reversal into a drop kick. Death Valley driver. Of course, Brody King, 1/3 of Marty Scurll's new stable in Ring of Honor. Brody King definitely getting the better of Ricochet right now. I got a little captivated by the action there. Forgot I was supposed to be calling things. Brody King with the counter. Ricochet teleports himself into the other direction outside the ring on the ramp. Ricochet getting out of that move. Okay, Ricochet's definitely got the counters down. The inevitable moment when two guys run into each other. Happens at least once a broadcast. Nice to see that even with the difficulty turned all the way up, it still happens. Well, he finally got it. He kept trying for it. Ricochet didn't get out of it that time. Spinning lariat. Almost. Jumping pile driver.
1, 2, 3.
That put him away. Good showing by Ricochet, but Brody King moves on. I was pleased with that match. That was a quality match. I can take it being considered an 89. Alright, we're getting to the end of the first round here. Getting close. William Regal versus Killian Dain's up next. Just a refresher, William Regal beat Nigel McGuinness, and Killian Dain beat Nick Aldis to get here.
Fight! Give up!
Whoever created these two did a pretty good job. It's a solid Dain and a solid Regal. It's a shame Regal doesn't wrestle anymore. He was talented. Double knee drops there to the face of Dain. Not sure who got the better of that. I think that was Dain with a back body drop. Yeah, it was Dain with like a back drop type move. Hip drop. See, that hip attack, hip drop is definitely a Killian Dain style move, not a Brian Cage style move. Not power of the punch, just straight knocked him out. And brass knuckle action. I like that the ref plainly saw it, but there's no DQ because he put it away before 5. Regal with the flying knee drop. Another one. Oh, he missed. Dain gonna go for his finisher. Dain with the win. Sanity moves on. That move is very highly respected in this game. Rarely do you see people kick out of it, whether it's Kenny Omega or Killian Dain using it. I don't even know how to begin to pronounce the Japanese version of it. And Killian Dain's version is something plantation. One Winged Angel sounds cooler. Aleister Black versus Will Ospreay is next. Again, the reminder that Black beat... Who did he beat? Trying to find him on this list here. Ospreay beat Pentagon Jr. Black beat Bray Wyatt. This is the newly updated version of Will Ospreay, the Wrestle Kingdom 13 version. It's a weird choice that WWE's been using lately with Black and Ricochet being a tag team. Black with a kick to the side of Ospreay's head. Pretty similar to what Ospreay's been doing to people lately. So that's going to be a rope break immediately there.
One, two, three.
Nice kick to the face. Ospreay answers with some kicks of his own. Super kick. Drop kick to the back. Back with a cutter that almost seals the deal. We'll have to have these guys face off again. That was an awkward bit there, but otherwise this match has been fantastic. Some good strikes. I think that was this game's version of Black Mass just now. Nice German suplex. That'll be it. That was it. Ospreay moves on. That was pretty good. Pretty good, guys. Pretty good. I enjoyed that one. Final match of the first round. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Seth Rollins. As always, give you a little reminder. Nakamura beat Takagi Shingo Takagi. And Seth beat Adam Cole. Someone needs to make the new jumpsuit version of Shinsuke. Armbar. These two had a pretty good match at Survivor Series, for what it was worth. I really don't like the current Survivor Series format of it just being bragging rights rebranded. You know, we had the Raw versus SmackDown pay-per-view for a long time, and then they got rid of it and then just made Survivor Series the new version of it. I don't like it.
Give up. Give up.
Shinsuke transition into some knee strikes.
Give up.
A little bit of MMA background. Rollins with the pedigree.
1, 2.
I'm still shocked about the Colt Cabana Okada match. That's crazy.
Oh,
wow. Seth Rollins with the victory. Moving on into the tournament. Hit him with the pedigree. Not gonna lie, I actually missed it. I looked away to check Twitter for a second. And then missed the actual finish. I just saw the pinfall. Alright, so we're on round 2 now. Or rather, let me say, that was the end of round 1. I'm going to take a quick break real quick. Not going to shut down the stream. Just going to get up, stretch my legs, get something to drink, and we'll be back for the rest of the tournament. We're going to split this into 2 parts when I post it on YouTube. So sit tight. I'll be back shortly with the rest of the tournament.